I'm ready, yes. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Hi! Welcome to Benjamin Michael's Remix Contest Prize Show. It's so nice to have you here tonight. And thank you for our audience who are watching the show live from YouTube or Facebook. We are so happy to have you here. Benjamin, thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you, the pleasure is all mine.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling a bit nervous, a bit excited, but before we get going, I'd like to do a brief audio description for all the blind and partially sighted people who are watching today. So
nice.
in the studio, on the screen, we've got Mona sitting on the right side.
That's me.
She's wearing a black dress, shoulder-free, with big black curly hair. She looks fabulous. I do not have big black curly hair. I'm wearing a turban, actually a bandana with tassels, a blue velvet coat, a jacket, a black shirt, and my orange medicinal glasses. In the background we have dark purple shades and a backdrop of purple and blue light with some plants. And that's it from the audio description.
That's nice. That's a very nice description. But we are here tonight to learn more about you.
About me.
Your artwork, who you are as a person, and of course about the remix contest and other people who submitted to the contest, and to listen to some of the submissions.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name is Benjamin Michael. I'm a musician. I play the piano, I play the saxophone. I also compose music.
Yes.
I have various projects, so I compose classical music or orchestral music as well as popular music. I also do a live show called The Beverly Show, which is kind of a comedy show, although actually I haven't been doing any of it because we're all stuck at home. So I've also started producing more popular music.
Yes.
Yeah, which I started, well, I learned how to do audio design and use music software a couple of years ago, and since then I've also been doing that in my artwork.
So what kind of genre do you do?
Ooh, that's a difficult question. I kind of switch genres very easily. So if I usually compose a tune at the piano and I decide afterwards which genre it can become. So it depends a lot on the orchestration, to be honest. Last time I was asked this question at the International Eurovision Song Contest, I answered my genre is flamingo jazz.
Oh, to that we're gonna go on later a little bit more into detail. So keep the best for later.
Okay.
Don't spoil everything now.
Okay.
So for those who don't know, this prize competition has been going on for months, at least over 2 months. A lot of people have registered for the competition.
Correct.
If I'm not mistaken, it's been over 60 people?
Nearly 70, to be honest, yes.
Oh, wow, okay.
Thanks to you guys. Before you guys joined as sponsors, it was only like 20.
Already? Okay, okay. Looks like it's going well.
I hope so.
So a lot of people also submitted an actual remix of their own version of your song.
Well, of the 70 people who registered officially through my website, only 11 managed to send in a remix on time. But 11 is still a lot. Actually, I think it's a perfect amount of people to do a remix contest with, because, to be honest, I've heard the things so often that I can't hear it anymore. The things that I wanted to do, but someone didn't manage to do, and the things, and the things, and the things. Too many things.
So there's an actual very exciting prize to win when you submit the song. What is it?
Well, of the 6 finalists who have been voted for by the public, I will choose 3 winners who will win a release with me and an Amazon Echo device from the other sponsors, Amazon.
Yeah, oh, that's really amazing.
It's a cool device.
And do they get a feature with you? What happens to the songs when they submit it? Is it just for you, or can people actually listen to it?
Well, no. I'll get some artwork for a cover.
Yes.
And I will publish it on all the streaming platforms that one knows. Like, am I allowed to mention the names? Like Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music?
Yes, of course. Yeah, you can mention.
It'll be distributed on all of those. And then I will talk with the winners to see how we promote this, because promotion is key nowadays.
That's true. Promotion is actual key. It's not just the artwork itself, but you have to put yourself out there.
You do.
Are you comfortable with that? I mean, you're sitting here in your own live show, so I'm gonna guess, yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Well, I like to think I have to work with what's possible, right?
Yes.
Work within your limits, your frameworks. I do not have $1 million to spend on advertisements, so I have to do what I can do. And this remix contest is one of the things.
But I mean, it's been worth it. I mean, you had over 70 submissions, and people actually submitted the remix songs. They actually did their own production to it.
Yes.
And I think that's because quality is also a key here.
Oh,
it's not just
say
a promotion.
Say it again.
Quality is key. Okay, take notes. Quality is key. That's very nice. So overall, we have like this whole contest. People could listen to a song which is called The Things.
The Things.
It's your own song.
It's my own song.
Did you completely produce it by yourself?
I recorded everything by myself. For the mixing and mastering at the end, I got help from Joy Bausch, who kindly mastered it for me because, yeah, I was in a hurry to get it finished, and he's more experienced than I am. Actually, he was my teacher.
Okay, that's nice. It's some like working together with other artists as well.
I like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you do studio work, it can get very lonely. Sort of if you're in the studio on your own too much and you realize hours pass, and the only one you've talked to is like the delivery guy who brings food or something. Yeah.
That's nice. So from the finalists, the people that submitted their own remix song, you picked 6 final remixes, like 6 choices.
The 6 finalists were chosen by the public. There was like a voting phase. Previous to today, there was a 1-week voting phase where everybody could promote their own video, or their own remix, and there was like a public vote where people could click on for multiple choices, and the top 6 of those ones are the ones which are presented today.
Oh, that's very nice. We're very excited to hear them. We're actually gonna get to listen to a little preview of these 6 finalists, and we're happy to introduce you the first 2. You want to say something about them?
The first one we're going to listen to is ToniTone.
Yes.
ToniTone was also the first person to actually submit the remix. I was very happy about that. Until he submitted that remix, I was kind of unsure if anyone would actually submit a remix, and I'd be stuck with no remixes. So thank you, Tony. It's a trap remix. I didn't realize until actually playing it here on these big speakers that this trap remix lives from the sub bass, which I do not have at home. I'll introduce the second one after we've heard a bit of the first one, I think.
So we're gonna start with the first one?
Let's start.
With Tony? Okay, so we are ready to listen to our first remix song. Let's give it up for Tony.
Tony! Beautiful synthesizers.
Yes.
That is a low bass, isn't it?
Nice. That's very nice.
Yeah, it's very cool.
What can you tell us about? Like, what did you like about it most?
Well, I liked it because it was the first one that was there. I also liked it a lot because trap is usually a genre that I have very little contact with.
Yeah.
And,
but it's very popular.
It's very popular, yes. I've just never made a trap song. Also, Tony wrote a very nice message with it. Actually, Tony, if you're like on the live stream now, it would be a perfect moment to put in your YouTube links or social media links so that other people can listen to more of you. The second remix came by a person called Arti Fex.
Arti Fex.
Arti Fex.
All right.
That was a very special remix for me because it's very electronic, and Arti Fex did some very interesting things to the lyrics. I hope you appreciate them as much as I do.
So it's a different type of...
Very
it's
different.
so nice to hear. Okay, I'm curious. Let's hear it. Wow, I want to keep listening.
Yeah, this one has a very special development. We didn't hear it now, but it turns into this very straightforward electronic beat. And also, what Arti Fex did is morph the lyrics to say, like in the song there's a phrase where I sing, don't worry about the things you cannot change.
Yeah.
And in this remix, it was morphed into the things change. And I thought that was a very beautiful thing to do.
So it's the same meaning, but like he took on a different perspective.
Kind of, yes.
Yeah,
I'm not sure it's a he, though.
Yeah.
I do not know the genders of the participants, actually.
Oh, that's very nice.
But
it's very smart.
If you want to listen to the full versions of the tunes, you can still do that on my YouTube channel. All the remixes are up there, and you can listen to the full versions.
Well, I'm definitely going to give it a listen. This sounded very good. That's very nice. So, some of our viewers were like super interested in your workflow as an artist and as a person. What can you like tell us about how do you get started? Like how do you work on something?
With me, it usually starts at the piano. So that's in my daily routine. I always play the piano every day after breakfast. That's what I do. I usually wait till 10 o'clock to not bother the neighbors. But at 10 o'clock, I'm at the piano, and
that's very thoughtful.
Yeah, that's where I get creative. That's where the harmonies happen, and that's where usually the first ideas occur as well. Then once I've sort of made a fragment of an idea, or once I've developed an idea a bit further, I then take it to the computer. Yeah. I have like a little music altar with all my music devices. I've got various instruments, microphones, synthesizers, and I start playing around in the DAW. I use Logic Pro and Pro Tools. Yeah, many of them.
Which are like the main audio tools.
Yeah, in combination with VoiceOver, which is a screen reader.
It's very nice.
That's the way I do it, and then usually, like towards the end of a production, I'll usually get some help, like with the mixing, because I'm kind of slow in production.
Yeah, but why is it? Do you think it's because the way the program is set up, or is it just your workflow?
Well, using a screen reader does usually take a lot of time for me.
Yeah.
I'm kind of new to the whole thing, so you know.
So what does a screen reader do actually? What does it do, the program?
A screen reader basically is like a mouse that you navigate with keyboard commands, and whatever you pass, it tells you what it is.
So it tells you like, it's like speech to text, basically, or text to speech.
Yeah, except for it also, it reads the labels of it. If there's a button, for example, a close button, it'll read close button to you. If it's a volume button, it'll read volume to you, and then you can interact with the button and change its parameters.
So based on your professional experience, do you think these type of tools could be improved?
Of course,
could be done better?
They could be improved, yes.
Really, yeah. Can you give like a good example of what can be made better?
Well, I don't know what it's like for other partially sighted or blind audio designers, music producers. For me, I get very tired of the voice of the screen reader after some time. I can work with it for a couple of hours straight, but then after 2-3 hours, I would kind of like a break from it.
Yeah.
So what I would really like is a haptical interface with which I can edit music. A bit like the old-fashioned ones used to be back in the, before all this digitalization came, where people used to, cut tapes.
Yeah.
Not quite like that, but something where I can use my hands to decide where exactly an audio region goes in the track, and not having to use the screen reader.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, that would make it would make it easier for you.
Yeah, sort of haptical feedback.
Yeah, haptic feedback. That's very good feedback, actually. It would be nice, like, if they would actually improve this, like, this feedback would actually go to us, to the companies, so it could be equal for everyone.
Yeah. There are a couple of companies who've done a lot already, like with their, like one of them is just around the corner here, actually, and they have porties that speak to you. So when you touch them, they tell you the parameter.
Oh, really?
Like, they will tell you your low cut is set to whatever, 200 hertz. And then if you
that's
change
amazing.
it will say you're up to 25 now.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Stuff is happening out there.
So it's happening. So yeah, because the conversations are alive. So people are talking about it. People are more open about it, which is like the most important thing.
I think so too, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot has been done since, well, in the last 10 years, I think actually a lot has happened.
Yeah. So hopefully we will see like more improvisation of this, like better like programs for everyone. So no matter who you are and what your condition is, you can always do your creative work.
Yes, I hope so, very much.
That's the goal, yes. So how long have you been doing music?
Well, according to my mother, it started when I was very small. We had a piano in the house, actually the same piano that is now in my apartment.
Oh, that's so nice.
And when I was in kindergarten, I walked up to the piano and hit the lowest notes, proclaiming that it was an elephant. And then I walked up to the highest notes and twinkled up there a bit, and apparently I said it was a butterfly. So I think my mother detected my musical interest and sort of made sure I got, well, first I learned the recorder, I learned to play the piano, and I showed talent, and yeah, that's how it all started.
Oh, that's neat. Can you tell us something about the song, The Things? This is the main song, actually. People had to download the song, which is called The Thing, and make their own remix out of it. What can you tell us about your song? Like, what's the backstory?
The Things is kind of a song, you know, when you're feeling bad, and at the moment I think many people can relate to it, kind of stuck in a bad situation, negative thoughts, they keep on reoccurring. I took some time to think about what I would actually need. And in that situation, I kind of projected my need onto an imaginary person and wrote lyrics for what this person would be telling me in a bad situation.
Yeah.
And then I wrote a song about it.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. How long did it take you to finish that one?
That's a difficult question.
That's a difficult question.
I
like difficult questions.
Usually when I'm writing lyrics, I'm also usually writing, like, you know, playing around with some chords or some chord progressions. So they usually find their way together in maybe 1 or 2 lines. Then I sleep a night over it. And then it can happen within a day that the rest just sort of occurs. And maybe for the bridge, I'll usually like take another extra day. Like with this one, the bridge was it happened at a different occasion. You can kind of hear it, so it's very different than the rest of the song. Actually, yeah, the song has like 3 different parts, which are very different. The first is kind of very romantic and sensitive. Then it becomes kind of a bit rocky, poppy. Yeah. And the bridge, I find, is, well, I don't know. I would like to mention the name David Bowie here, because the chord progressions in there could have been his as well, but I'm not a guitarist, so what do I know?
Well, that's a very beautiful story. That's very nice. So you wrote it entirely by yourself?
Yes.
That's amazing. That's incredible. So now we get to hear the next 2 songs, the next remixes of it. So who are these other 2 people who submitted it?
There's a person called FJ.
All right.
Yeah, we were going to start that one a bit later, I think, than the other remix. This remix was very special as well. I turned it on and instantly thought, wow, the sound. It's very well mixed. And then, I don't know how old FJ is, but it reminded me a lot of trance. You know, for me, that's like some 20 years ago. And well,
it's very unique when a song puts you back in a special like memory, or like a very fun like feeling that you had with someone or something. So let's give it a listen. Yeah. I'm very excited to hear it.
Oh, but we were going to start it later.
It's a whole different vibe than the first 2.
Yeah. When I heard that one, I thought, ooh, that's like a music video on the dance floor, like in tears on the dance floor, praying to a DJ or something.
Very pop star.
Kind of, yeah. Well, I am a child of the 80s. What can I say?
If you do it, you gotta do it right. Go all the way.
Go all the way.
Yes, exactly. It's very inspirational. It has it's like very visionary.
And for me also just to hear what other people did to my song is like, wow, okay, you know, it never occurred to me to do it in that sort of a...
Yeah.
There's a fourth one. Who's number 4 then? Is it Jeanette C, who we have as number 4?
Yes.
Yes. Jeanette C, I think, did a spectacular remix. It
Really?
Yeah.
Spectacular.
Progressive rock.
All right.
Yeah. Progressive rock. And not only that, this remix also has like a rhythm change in it.
Okay.
Which, you know, nobody does that nowadays.
Yeah.
It's quite special. If it's possible, could we play it from 2 minutes 30 or something? Because
that's a special part?
that's where the rhythm is, you can hear the change from one rhythm into the other.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It's a
So
very
can
nice
we
one.
play it? 2:30?
But it changes after this part.
Wow.
So did you hear how it changes from a 6 on 4 to a...
I feel like I'm listening completely to like different songs. It's not even the same song, like it's not even your song, basically. Like
Well,
not anymore, yeah.
It's a very different version of it,
Yeah,
yes.
it's a very different version, but I think that was the challenge.
Of course, that was the point of it.
Yeah.
I wanted to hear what other people can do, and
Yeah.
you know, I chose the winners by who did the most creative work,
Yeah.
who made the song their own, and if it was, you know, technically good. So with this one, I thought, oh, this is like, I'd like to play that really loud at a festival or something. It took me to a festival. I thought,
To be honest, I want to hear all of them very loud in a festival, just saying.
nice,
So,
thank you.
yeah, fair enough. So I'm very curious to know, how did this all happen with the remix contest? How did you get the idea to do it?
Well, I studied audio design a couple of years ago, and as homework, sometimes we had to do a remix. There's plenty of remix contests out there, and one of our teachers used to say, okay, get the stems and make a remix as a homework for in 2 weeks. And those were always my favorite lessons, because you got to hear what the other students would actually do with the same material. I did a salsa remix of a popular song there once. Yeah. And also, there was the International Low Vision Song Contest organized by the German Association for the Blind and Partially Sighted.
So specifically? Specifically?
No, not as a remix contest, but there was a song contest.
Oh, no, I know
and
about the song
I
contest.
participated.
Yes.
And my song won the German preliminaries and got in 4th internationally. And I thought, okay.
Do you know how many participated? Like, how many did you beat in this contest?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't win it in the end. I only won the preliminaries in Germany.
Well, you still were in it, so.
It was kind of cool. It was kind of cool. But you know, things like that, that's the problem with all contests of this kind. It's also always a popularity contest. If you manage to motivate your friends and people and get people on there particularly. And you know, to be honest, I have quite a big family. So that is an advantage to somebody who does not have a big family.
But it motivated you to do your own remix contest.
Exactly. Afterwards I thought, well, what can I do with this song? It's already reached a couple of people. I would like it to reach more people. A remix contest is a perfect opportunity for that. Also, it's kind of fun to hear what other people do with it. Because I'm kind of open to collaborations, looking for people to work with, people who would be interested in doing a sort of technically based band with me, where everybody knows a bit of audio design and stuff and sound engineering, so we can create cool music together.
So how long does it take you to choose like the finalist?
Well, I had to wait until the end of the public voting last week.
Yeah.
And then I spent the weekend listening to the 6 winners, well, the 6 most popular ones, over and over again. And each round I would sort of deselect one until I was left with 3. And it was kind of hard, to be honest.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I couldn't even decide, like all of them sounded like very good. It must be a tough decision.
It is.
Yeah, must be very tough. And where do you see yourself with this contest? Like, what are your goals in it?
Well, I would, of course, like to, as I said, have a bit more reachability with it. I mean, it's kind of the hardest thing to get as a musician these days, because if you're not in these lists on Spotify's and whatever's, it's basically more worth it to take your instrument and go busking in the metro than to play, to produce a song and have it on the streaming platforms.
Because it's supposed to make you feel good.
It's supposed to make me feel good, but then when I see my song I haven't even made €2 with my song, that does not make me feel good.
Well, you should do it for the art and the passion. Like, you should always remember why you do it in the first place.
Yeah. So. But with this specific contest, I'm also really seriously looking for people to make music with, because, as I've said before, it gets a bit lonely when you're with your musical devices all by yourself. And I'd like to collaborate with creative people who also love music and, who know their shit. Yeah,
of course. It's like a very nice for networking and like very nice to connect to other people, to other artists, to collaborate with each other, like to get to know each other. That's a very nice way.
Yeah.
That's very nice. So can we see more of the contest in the future?
Of this one?
Yes.
Well, I'll leave all the tracks online unless participants explicitly tell me that they do not want their video online anymore. But I would just leave them online for people to listen to whenever they want to, forever if they like. Or until YouTube goes bankrupt, but I don't think that'll happen any day soon.
So that brings us actually to our next two songs.
Yes.
What can you tell us about these two?
The next one we're going to listen to is Ronny, I take it. Ronny made an EDM remix, electronic dance music. That is for the listeners who do not know what EDM stands for. It's also very clubby.
Yeah.
This remix made me smile a lot.
Oh, okay. But everybody don't get too encouraged. Like, it's not a real club. It's just a song. Just like. Please stay seated. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, Corona rules still apply here. Yeah, Tanzverbot in Berlin.
All right. Well, I'm super excited to listen to it. You guys are ready?
All of a sudden you're in a techno club in Berlin.
Yes. Our camera guy is on.
What, can you see over there?
Yes, I can see them. Wow, our crew is dancing already. No, stop it. Stop.
It's forbidden.
But we love the vibe. That's a very good sign when people start dancing immediately to a song.
That's what I thought as well.
That's very nice.
Well done, Ronny. Also for you, if you're listening right now, watching right now, please put your social media links in the description of the streams so that everybody can, listen to more of your music. I forgot to mention that with the other ones before, but it's welcome. Post, comment.
But all of them gonna be there, like the link's gonna be there on the YouTube description.
Well, they haven't given them to me. Only one of them did, and I thought it'd be a bit unfair if I put one person's social media links there and not the other ones. So I would like to encourage everyone, comment on the videos and put your links there so that people can find it.
Call to action.
Call to action.
Go ahead.
Exactly. Now, the next and the last remix.
Oh, it's the last one already?
Is the last one, yeah, well, 6, right? We're teasing 6. May Beats, also known as Maja Sobiech, did a very sweet remix. If we could listen to that one as of minute 2.
Oh, very specific.
I vaguely remember. I don't know which numbers exactly I wrote there, but I think it was that part where there's also like a rhythm change. Please.
All right, let's go.
All the things that you wanted to do, but something didn't manage to do. Other things that you needed to do, but something is stopping you. Other things that you needed to do, but someone didn't manage to do. There were the things that you wanted to do, that you wanted to do, that you wanted to do. Don't you carry the weight.
I like how that part
Yes.
comes in. It's very groovy, sort of.
Just let go and you'll know.
Yeah, the choice of synthesizers
That
on
choice
this.
was like the timing was a little bit.
Okay,
So what can you tell us about this last remix that we listened to? What genre is it?
I have no idea. It's, well, I mean, my original was also a mix of genres, so
Yeah.
fair enough. If somebody else did a mix of genres, you know, bless you, good, well done. What I liked about this one was the choice of instruments, though. I mean, the bass is very steady, but
Yeah.
the choice of that high synthesizer that we heard there, it kind of makes me want to sort of sway on a moon-shaped swing and pour balls of glitter out onto a dance floor or something. A bit like Britney Spears did in the music
very
video
good
to Lucky.
example. Yes.
That was my association with this one. I hope you're not offended.
Well, she's an icon, so
Yeah, true.
it's still a good reference. So we listened to all these different remixes, all 6 of them. We had like a little sneak peek into them. What can you tell us overall about them specifically?
Ooh, about each and every one of them? About
Well, overall, generally.
Well, overall, for me, this has been a superb experience. Well, it's a lot of work doing a remix contest,
Yes.
but the moment when you receive the remixes, it's pure joy. Like, it made me so happy, especially during these times where, you know, happiness is kind of hard to get by if everyone is just stuck at home all the time. So receiving other people's versions of my own song made me feel very sort of grateful and happy for, you know, the effort that people put into it. I know it's a lot of work making a remix. It takes hours. It's not just, you know, click, click, like they make you believe in those YouTube videos where like, yeah, all you have to do is do. It's not like that. It's work.
Yeah.
You know, you're there with
Yes.
bleeding ears till midnight. And so thank you everyone for participating. It's been really
That's very
cool.
nice, yeah.
Yeah. Also to the other the other 5 people who did not get into the finals, there were also some very beautiful remixes
Yeah.
there. Like it's worth a listen, definitely.
So never get discouraged, always keep going.
Yeah, and always
do your
like,
thing.
work with what you have. I think many people look for ways to work and be successful with things that they do not have. But if you take what you have and make the best of it, good things will come from it.
Exactly. It takes like a little inspiration and just like a little push just to like...
A gentle nudge, a friendly...
Yeah, a gentle nudge. So like, not too hard, just don't push them. You don't want them to fall.
No.
So we are now coming to our final round where we basically about to announce the 3 winners.
Yes.
And these 3 winners also gonna have like a publish, they're gonna publish the song.
Yes.
And it's gonna be, where it's gonna be heard.
Where? Well, I mentioned like on all the streaming platforms which pay 0.001 cent, but
it's more about like that you guys like actually had
It's more
some
about-
kind of collaboration.
yeah, collaboration and to have something out there in the big wide world to listen to. I mean, it took me a long time to have my first song out there for the big wide world to listen to,
Yeah.
and I figured it's important to have that out there because people need to hear the stuff, and you know, if the only way to hear somebody's music is to go visit them and listen to them in their studio, you know, the internet is the best option. Yeah.
So these 3 finalists,
Yes.
the 3 winners, were voted by public.
No. The 6 finalists were voted by the public.
And then you pick.
And then, yeah, me, the 3 finalists are chosen by me, myself, and I. Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
Me and all my alter egos. We join
All
up
you,
together,
like,
we have a
that's
group
team
discussion,
meeting.
and then
Every
we...
day you have a team meeting with me, myself, and I.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Usually a sort of after breakfast before piano starts.
Oh, okay, that's a good timing.
Yeah.
That's a good timing, yeah. It's very nice. So what do they get? What do the winners get?
They get an Amazon Echo device and a release with me.
Oh,
And
we're going to see one.
You want to see one?
See one?
Oh, wait.
Yes, hold on.
Here it comes from the side. I'm not going to unwrap it. Is this the right side? Yeah, this is
yes.
Amazon
It's
Alexa.
very
Is that
nice.
the camera? That's the camera. Yeah, this is the price. It's a machine that you can talk to. You can tell it things like set an alarm for whichever time. You can also download all these skills where you can do like more fancy stuff with it, like find out what time your next train is or something.
Yeah.
And it's quite handy, especially if you're blind or partially sighted, because it's with voice, you know, you do it with your voice. It has no buttons. Well, no, it's got like 3 or 4 buttons, which are on, off, mute, microphone off, or something like that. Very easy.
That's very nice. So they get a feature with you and they get an Amazon device.
A future with me. It's like a it's like a marriage.
That's the real prize. Like he didn't tell you, but that's the actual
I really hope that some good connections will come from it. Sort of some collaborations of some kind, some projects, because, you know, to be fair, if you're not making like heaps and heaps of money with music, it is about the fun and sort of having a good time with it. Is really important. Having a good time is important for everyone.
Would you be open like for further like collaboration? Like if people contact you?
Sure.
And, like, send you, really?
Sure.
So it doesn't even just have to be just a contest?
No, contest, I mean, I'm actually not a very competitive person. So I always thought competitions are a bit annoying, if I'm honest. And now I know why, because it's hard to choose a winner.
Well,
if everyone is good, how do you choose a winner? It's like,
well, after listening to the sneak peek, I cannot decide for the life of me. I would be overwhelmed with this choice.
Yeah.
So
talking of sneak peek, you just dropped that word very, very nicely in that conversation. I also have a little sneak peek for everyone today.
You do?
I do, yes.
Did I say the right keyword? I said the right keyword.
You
okay,
did.
I'm excited. What is it?
Well, I'll tell you after I present the winners.
Okay, let's go. Okay, let's get quickly through it. Let's get. So, are you ready?
I'm ready. Yes.
Tell us. Okay, we are so curious to know, Benjamin, who are the 3 winners of this remix contest?
The 3 winners are. Wait, is this the moment where I go out for a cup of tea to make it sort of exciting? Or do you have some sort of advertisement that you want to put on now? It's like, so the SAE got a new like student program going on or something?
No, it's just like, we can just announce the winners. Keep it simple.
The winners are Ronny, Arti Fex, and FM.
Wow,
FJ.
congratulations!
Sorry. Bravo. Can't believe I just said FM. I mean FJ, of course. Well done.
Amazing.
Also to the rest of you, it was really brilliant listening to all the remixes. And now I've got a little treat for you, which is a sort of work in progress of a new song that I'm doing. It is work in progress, but I've actually paid someone €100 last night to mix it a bit so that it sounds good. But the composition is not quite finished yet. It's my new song, Holiday, which I'm thinking I might release with the remixes.
Nice.
Yeah, it's also kind of a, well, I wouldn't say mental health song, but it's a song where you're stuck at home in a situation which is kind of a bit annoying, like, let's say, a pandemic or something. And you're sort of stuck with negative thoughts that you would like to escape, but unfortunately, there's nothing that you can do. So you kind of need a holiday from your own head. And I thought I've tried to use some sort of fantasy lyrics to do that.
Well, I'm due a holiday, I can tell you this much already. I'm almost ready for a holiday, so I'm very curious to hear your new song. I'm very excited for it, and I'm also very happy for the winners. All of them did like an amazing job by just listening to this little bit of it, the preview.
I agree.
So, and I want to say thank you so much for everyone coming out tonight to come and watch the show tonight. And thanks to our viewers. Thank you for watching it from your comfy home and like staying safe. And of course, special thanks to Benjamin Michael.
Stop it. So I would like to thank you as a representative of the SAE Institute to, you know, casually, gracefully and perfectly hosting me tonight.
Well, thank you so much.
You know, giving me this opportunity to have not only a room and streaming assistants and marketing assistants, but also a team of technicians who are just like running the show, you know, without even being paid by me.
Which, by the way, I would like to give a little shout out to Johannes, Alicia, and Alfredo for like the big help for tonight. Yes, thank you so much, guys. You deserve an applause. And of course, our film crew, William and Ezan, thank you so much.
Hey.
So thank you so much. Thanks to everyone who was part of the show. I hope you had fun. I hope you got curious. I hope you're gonna check out more of Benjamin Michael's music. Follow him on Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube. He's active on all of the social media platforms. So stay tuned for more. You heard him. He has a new song. So I'm gonna listen to it, and I hope you're gonna do the same. So thank you, everyone, and hopefully see you in the next event.
Bye bye. Take care. Thank you.
War das so? Hast du dich wohl gefühlt?
Yes.
Genau so hatte ich mir das vorgestellt.
I'm gonna take a holiday from all the worries in my life. It's gonna take my breath away. All the joyful things I find. I wanna feel like a bubble dancing here.